Hello, beautiful people. It's wonderful to have you here with me today. If this is your first time here, welcome. And before I get into Kat's message of the day, please note that this is a collective group message, so it may not be for you today, and that's okay. Come back and visit me tomorrow, and it may be more aligned with you. So let's deep dive into it. Take a deep breath and close your eyes just so the message may really resonate with you and just so you can really tune in and hone in to what the message actually is. Do you feel heard? That's a massive question. What do you not feel heard about, even though you feel you've said it time and time again? Is it your partner, kids, parents, a friend, your boss, a work colleague? Why are they not hearing you? Do you feel frustrated, angry, sad, confused? And really, the ones that have massive impact on us are feeling alone, isolated, unseen, and even rejected. Feelings that lower our emotional state. To feel heard, though, it's up to you. It's up to you. Make sure that you have the listener's 100% attention and focus. Or do you have what I refer to as drive-by kidney punch conversations? What are they? You're sharing during an argument. So you're bringing up the things that absolutely bother you during an argument and you go, you did this and you did this and this, Or are you even saying it when there's so much going on? If you're parents, you've got kids, you're cooking dinner and then you're discussing something really important when neither of you are actually present in that conversation. With so much things going around you, if that's the case, is it not surprising that you're not being heard? It really is up to you, the speaker, to make sure that you firstly, one, plan the conversation, set the scene, and make sure that where it's taking place is the right place. So I've created 3 steps to have effective communication. And I'm going to do a video on this, and there will be one in my channel if you want to come back at a later stage and check it out. So let's keep moving on. What I also do, beside my channeled message, is I actually pull a page from the Angel Guidance book. I have no idea what this is till I disclose that with you. So once again, if you'd like to just close your eyes, take a deep breath with me. Just to recenter yourself so you can really absorb this message from the Angel Guidance book. Heal an old relationship. Has someone from your past been on your mind recently? This could be a signal for you to reinitiate contact with this individual. Or it might mean that it's time to resolve an old issue with him or her. When thoughts of a former relationship bubble up to the surface, it's worth paying attention to the reason why. First, notice any feelings in your stomach as you think about the person. Do you feel tense, relaxed, uplifted, or upset? Identify the various emotions associated with your relationship and think about how you parted. If you harbour any regret, inhale deeply and hold the intention of releasing those feelings as you exhale. This in itself could be the healing that your soul seeks. You can also ask the universe to undo the effects of any mistakes that either of you made. This request is always granted with powerful and often miraculous results. You may want to write a letter to the person as a way of understanding your true thoughts and feelings. You don't need to send it to gain therapeutic value of this process. Sometimes it's best to ceremoniously destroy what you've written as a symbol of letting go. After your moments of contemplation, you may feel strongly guided to get back in touch with the individual in question. Call upon us angels to surround the reunion with protective love and ensure that it's harmonious as possible. We can also help you to locate the person if you so desire. Thought for today. I heal an old relationship. I forgive and forget as a way of moving on, cutting the cords of any negativity from my past. I only attract healthy interactions now and in the future. This is really interesting message, even for me today, especially a little bit on a personal note. I haven't spoken to my father for, at least I think about 6 years. And last night he came into my thoughts. Now my dad would be around, I don't know, close to 80, I think. And he came into my thoughts and I couldn't believe it. I just thought, I'll go straight to Facebook. Typed in his name and there he was. And I'm going, okay. And this message is really just a gentle reminder of what I need to do. So I'm actually taking that on board. And yeah, it's really something to contemplate and to think about. So it really is important that you don't hold any past pains. And that could be, or, you know, disagreements with anyone. And it could purely have been through you not feeling heard. And if that's the case, maybe in the form of a letter is a good idea to send it to someone, or at least write it out and put it in a bullet form where it really will assist you to have a conversation where you cover everything that you want to feel heard about. It's really good to plan your conversation sometimes, especially if it involves a lot of emotion in it and it's more on a personal level rather than a professional level. And even professional, if it is a professional level, it's really ideal to write down in bullet point what you want to cover, what you want to feel heard about, what has impacted you. And that way, when you are having that conversation, it comes across very clear and it's not confused. And that way you articulate really clearly what it is you want to feel heard about. Because sometimes when emotion comes into it, we get a little bit bamboozled and our emotion causes this confusion because we're unbalanced in that moment of having that conversation, and therefore you walk away and you go, didn't say this, didn't say this, didn't say this. I'm sure some of you have experienced that. I know that I have. So that is something to really take note. Sometimes we can simplify our conversations by preparation. So if there is a difficult conversation that you're needing to have, take that time and maybe just bullet point all the things you want to cover in that conversation. And that way you can just look at the bullet point and then go off that and then get to the next one. It just makes that conversation flow. And then you know that you've got everything that really has impacted you. You've got that out on the table. So let's go on. If this is your first time here, I also pull a healing card from Universal Love deck. And let's see, I have no idea. Wow, this came out yesterday. Healing Sounds. A lot of work about looking in self seems to keep coming up. So whether you're maybe new here and that's why it's coming up, but please note that these are ageless messages. Whenever you come across them, if it's not the same date, it's still relevant. You just meant to hear it today. It's what's going to resonate with you today. So let's get on to Healing Sounds again. All right, before I read this, if you want to take a breath and just close your eyes, just so you can recenter yourself and really tune into this message and see what resonates with you. Healing Sounds. The lady holds a crystal sphere through which she is able to access ancient healing sounds. Your ears cannot hear these sounds, for they are vibrations of spirit. But these healing vibrations will be felt on a spiritual level and will infuse and nourish every cell within your body, mind, and soul. Over the next few days, find a crystal that you are drawn to. You don't need to be an expert on crystals. Just pick one intuitively, one that you're drawn to. Try to find that one that's small enough to carry, whether, carry in your pocket, carry it wherever it works. Hold it gently in your hand with your eyes closed. Relax and feel healing energy radiating from it. Each crystal has a particular frequency and healing quality that is felt on a cellular level. So it may be that this crystal is just going to assist you to almost give you the courage to maybe have that conversation with someone that you haven't felt heard with. Maybe have the courage to at least write the letter. So really make sure that, the crystal that you choose you're drawn to, but another one that I'm really passionate about is making sure that that particular crystal that you've bought is ethically mined. Some of the places that you buy the crystals aren't ethically mined, and this is my belief that if we get one that hasn't been ethically mined and it's been mined quite harshly is the word that I'm going to use, the energy surrounding that may not be to its full potential. That's just my feeling, belief, because it hasn't been pulled out of the earth kindly and with love. So just be mindful of where you buy your crystals. Sometimes it's worth paying that little bit more to know that they're ethically mined. All right, so that is my message for today. If you loved today's message, please like the video. And if you'd like to see more of my content, please subscribe to my channel. And also, if you want to be notified when tomorrow's Cat's Message of the Day is up, click on the notifications bell so you'll be notified as soon as it is. Never forget and always remember that you matter. You matter. And more importantly, you are your most valuable asset. So for today, take care, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow.